Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cover the Spread. It's Friday. With same two guys I got with you, as always, Sean, Al, and me, Rod, over here. Definitely, hey, X was trying to bring it to you, and then they decided to collapse at the end there and cost us that 3-0 sweep on the day. Still, 2-1 day. Win a little bit. That's the goal here. Win a little bit each day, and you keep stacking that up. Hey, you end up with the bigger pile. So let's get to Friday's action, kicking off the weekend. As we always do, we'll have 3 picks here for you. But before we get to that, we'll see how Sean and Al are doing. We'll kick it off over to Sean. How's your Friday kicking off, Sean?
Yeah, not too shabby here, right? Cover the spread, 2-1 yesterday. We can't complain. And we all have like the dark black tops on here, even though we went 2-1. And let the Duke got there. We'll be happy. Although, if you got a Duke future backer, you're worried about the long-term investment on that one there. Although the Clemson to win the ACC kind of looks a little up for us, though. So we'll see how we do there. And on to Friday. And I guess, listen, we'll be back on Saturday with some championship games here. And then we got the playing games on Tuesday. I can't believe it's mid-March. Crazy how fast it goes, fellas.
How fast March goes. So fast, the March just comes flying. Exactly. It's March 14th already. Real. Just
unbelievable.
Crazy. Heading on over to Al. How you doing on this Friday, Al?
Yeah, I've been better. Got some technical difficulties here with the internet, but we're trying to make do and still hand you out some winners. So let's see what we can do here. Oh,
sounds good.
Told everyone to watch out for Sean bouncing back, and sure enough, he came through for us.
And he did. He definitely got the bounce back. So
because Rod had to get fancy with a money line. Thanks, Rod.
I know. I got all fancy and thought that X was going to bring it for us, and they completely collapsed down the end. Horrible down the stretch there. Did Xavier had themselves a nice lead? Should have finished it off, but they didn't get it. So have to get the bounce back here today for everybody. So let's get right to it. First game we're going to kick it off to, we got, speaking of bringing it, Michigan State's definitely been bringing it. Hey, the Ducks brought it on Thursday, got themselves a win. That was Al's play on Thursday. So let's see what he's got here in this one. Michigan State laying 5.5 here in this one. Heading on over to Al, Michigan State, Oregon here on Friday.
Yeah, this one should be a great one. Doesn't necessarily feel right going against Oregon after they just did us good on the last pick, as you just mentioned, coming through for us in that last one. But they're up against a much better team here in Michigan State, and I think mainly on defense is their biggest edge, and they got a big advantage on the glass as well. So look for Michigan State to take advantage of those two edges that they got there and make the most of those. And as good as Oregon's offense has been, I got to give Michigan State the edge there as well. I mean, just a better team all around. And while we're laying a bit more than I have been lately, and it's getting close to my limit here, I would not want to lay much more than 6 points in this game. But I think Michigan can definitely cover 2 possessions in this one and get the job done for us. So I'm going Michigan State to cover the spread.
Sounds good. Heading on over to Sean. What do you think here in this one?
I'm agreeing there. Yeah, Oregon came out, destroyed Indiana, wasn't close from the tip, pulled away, got the job done. You get 5.5 point fave here, 7 in a row. As Al said, I'll piggyback that. The one loss, and even that loss, you lost to Indiana when Indiana said, you know what, our coach is quitting at the end of the year, and Michigan was going to be hanging a banner thinking they already wrapped up a win for their coach for a big. I can't even blame them for that loss. That was just a bad spot. But I think they roll here. 5.5. Don't be nervous here. Michigan State 21-9 ATS on the year. They've been covering. So I'm with you, Al. Let's go. Sparty. It's a Sparty party on a Friday. We get a nice 12 noon tip off. We got early action for you. Get a winner in your pocket to start your day. Build that bankroll.
And leave you the whole evening of party.
This is a weird 5.5 number. It's the only thing I'm looking at. In the first meeting, Michigan was favored by 10 in that first one, but I'm not going to overthink it here at the 5.5. It's Sparty the way they've been rolling, especially defensively. Oregon had to play on Thursday, so Michigan State's got the rest advantage here as well. And we've just seen it time and time again that Michigan State just keeps continuing to step up. Many people have thought they were going to come down flat in a few spots this season, and they've definitely stepped up and continued to step up all season long, and I think they do here. They already beat the Ducks once by 12 this season. Don't jump on the under. I think this might be a higher scoring track meet than
I think
what people
score,
think it to. I really do. I think we're going to see everybody jumping on this under, and I think we get some points like we did in the first one. We almost got 160 in that first one. What was it, 87, 86, 74? So yeah, we did hit 160 in that first one. So, but Sparty party here on Friday in that one. So heading on over to the next game we got going, we got Loyola taking on St. Louis. You look at the Billikens, I believe St. Louis getting 2 points in that one. Total wise, I'll head on over to Sean. This is his game that he's talking about here. Head on over to Sean. St. Louis, Loyola, Chicago.
All right. So here we go. I was just looking at the past games there, and I've kind of had like an up and down, win, lose, 5-4. We lost a total by 2 points, and then we lost Marquette the other day in like a double overtime kind of thing. So we're right there from a 7-2 or maybe a 6-3 to a 5-4. We'll do better. I got to do better covering the spread here for you folks. I'm going to try to do that today with a little St. Louis low shy total action. And I'm going to go under this one here, 142.5. Now, the last time they played, it was 98-67. That was 2 weeks ago. 98-67. That's 165 points. The game before that when they played, 147 points. We just saw St. Louis, what did they put up? 83? 73-75 to 158. We're adjusting down 15 points here. But you know what? I'm not going to overthink it because I see St. Louis here 21-9 to the under on the year. So Loshai is going to slow it down anyway. They're more of a defensive squad. And St. Louis throughout the year has been an under team. I'm not scared. Sometimes I look at that and you think, wow, it's an easy over. Look at the 2 games they played that sailed over this. I mean, you beat it by 20. You beat it by 7 and by 25, basically. Not so fast, my friends, as our fellow, our old buddy says, the old store guy before he puts his hat on doing football picks. I like the under 142.5 here, and I guess we'll be covering the total on a Friday. This is I believe, a 5 o'clock game, 5 o'clock tip off for us here.
Correct. This is yep. No, it's
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock game.
2 p.m. Eastern game kicking off here. 2 p.m. Eastern game. St. Louis, Loyola. Split the season series. One back in February on Valentine's Day. Loyola got the win in Chicago in that one, and then St. Louis, as Sean alluded to, back on March 1st, got the win there in that one, 98-67. So split season series. This is the rubber match. Heading on over to Al. What do you think here in Loyola, Chicago, and St. Louis on Friday night?
Yep.
Friday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with Sean here. I think that we definitely see the defenses step up, especially this time of year. So not huge on totals, but I'll roll with Sean in this one, and I'll take the under.
And for me here in this one, we've seen the split, right? So we want an under. So that's going to lead to Loyola Chicago here in this one, winning the rubber match. So that's where I lean. I think it's 2, 1.5. Definitely, I think they can cover the spread for us there. Loyola Chicago here in this one, and Sister Jean and company get us the win. St. Louis having to play on Thursday. Loyola with the rest advantage here as well. And with this total being low, I think that definitely favors Loyola Chicago here in this one. Their defense steps up, slows up the Billikens. They're definitely not scoring 98 here in this one. So under and Loyola Chicago for me here in this one. Heading on over to the game I'm looking at, I'm going to tackle a big spread for everybody today. I'm looking at VCU taking on the Bonnies. Here in this one on a Friday. This is the kickoff game of the day, isn't it? Early start here in this one. Just double checking the line here for everybody. Yep. kickoff. It's 11:30 a.m. Eastern kickoff here in this one. VCU lay in 11, total 133.5 in this matchup. And for me here in this one, I like VCU here in the spot, rested, ready to go. We've seen VCU most recently head to head beat the Bonnies by 14 in that matchup. Defensively, they are the better squad here. Offensively, the better squad. Laying 11.5 is not normally what you want to do, but I think this is what happens here. Bonnies, they needed a big giant comeback on Thursday to get that win. They were down big to Duquesne and needed that big comeback, and that takes a lot out of you. So I think here in the second half, VCU pulls away and gets the same thing what we've seen, like about the 14, 15-point win here. I'm going to lay the 11.5 there with VCU here in this one on Friday to kick off the day. Going to kick it on over to Sean. What do you think here in VCU and the Bonnies?
Yeah, listen, they're clearly the class of the A10 VCU. So this line doesn't shock me. Not at all. The Bonnies had a nice run early. They covered a bunch of games. I really didn't like them today. Somebody was like, what do you think about the Bonnie game? I'm like, wasn't sold on them. I thought, they kind of peaked a little early, playing well. But I'm with you. I prefer laying here with the Rams. VCU is a very good team. They've separated themselves from the pack here the entire year. Should not change. Good coach. They play their ball. I don't think Bonnies can dictate, which would the only way I think they kind of hang in here and cover unless they lock it down. I don't think they're going to be able to run and get up like this. So I'll agree here. All early games today, 11:30, 12 and 2. We got a little early action here.
Loving the early slate to kick it off. We'll be all up early to start the day.
Yeah,
we have money.
I think we have to come in with like a bonus play on one of these 6 o'clock, one of these 6, 7 o'clock games like Duke and NC or Houston or BYU. Maybe take some dogs there later, folks, and those things. Be itching to play something later on. I don't know. I'd be leaning to the dogs with NC. I went a little more with NC, but BYU's hot. Holy cow! What a game today.
BYU's hot, right?
I think I just bring that up because I just realized we had all early games, so let's throw something out for them. So a little bonus play at the end of the show for the late action here.
I'm in for that. Kick it on over to Al. What do you think here in this one? VCU and St. Bonaventure.
I think, and it's not the strongest of plays either, but I just can't get there with laying the double digits. I mean, I liked St. Bonnie's today. Maybe that's why, and they did me good again today. So maybe that's why I'm a little biased towards the Bonnies. But so if it was up to me, I actually probably lean towards the points. But again, it's not like I bet it or anything. It's not a strong play for me. I agree, VCU is the better team here. But again, I just can't get there laying the double digits. I will wish Rodd best of luck, though. We'll be rooting for him to cover this number for us. I just can't quite get there myself, though.
Rodd, Al brings up a good point there with like when you have a game the day before. And it's not like you have 4 days to prepare. It's like the next day you're kind of like, well, they got it done. They look good. You got to come right back on them, right? How many times do you see teams go on little runs in a tournament? Hello, Delaware going 5 in a row. So I get it, Al, especially when you get a double digit. You're like, we're playing good. Why not? We can start out fresh. We're coming on hot. The other guy's off a rest. I get it, Al. I understand.
It was hard for me to go against Oregon on my pick too, but I got there. I wasn't laying double digits, but again, laying a few more points than I usually do. But again, laying under the 2 possessions, just under.
It's a good point to bring up, and it's how you get there. It's like in our little mindsets. It's the truth. Sorry, Rodd. Go ahead.
Hey, no worries. Bonnie's just in the spot. They lost that last one, I said, by 14, right? And this season, when they tried to revenge that same season loss, 0-1 straight up, 0-1 against the spread as well. So it's just, I don't know. I think that that big comeback win takes a lot out of you, out of a team to come roaring back. They were down 8, 10 late in that one against Duquesne and came roaring back. So that's why it's just that spot, and I think that's why it is 11.5. So
it is. I mean, just look at the VCU scores. I mean, they hold teams to 50, 55. I mean, look at these 62, 56, 54, 51, 49, 60. I mean,
definitely won't be as easy for the Bonnies to come back if they fall behind in this one.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's the key. That might not be if you think that might not be you might talk me into maybe what are they doing in the first half? Wow, that's not bad. If you look St. Bonaventure on the road in the first half, they're 13-3 ATS. You're getting 6 here in the first half. I could see that's not a bad play right there. Is a little bonus play there.
Come out strong.
If you like say if still stay hot from that big comeback, yeah, 13-3 in that first half.
Concerned, I would prefer them in the first half. Absolutely, as you mentioned, also coming off that big game yesterday, as you mentioned, absolutely, yeah, I do like the dog in the.
But
first
it's also
half better.
fellas, it's the early game. Like they literally played early game today, and now 11:30 tip. That's a short turnaround off of a grinder. I mean, they're off.
And when did VCU play that? Well, they're off 6 days, so rest equal roster might take them a little bit to get going too. So,
yeah, I like it.
I'm pulling up the play-by-play here. When they pulled away late. All tied up.
Looking at that late game, I agree. I like. I'm gonna sprinkle. I like BYU there. I'm not against Houston. You're gonna give me the what is it 7.5? I see in most places
7.5 of BYU. Little bonus action here. Pick number 4. Little BYU.
Pick a little BYU. Yeah, BYU plus
7.5. He's in for 7.5. We don't have to ask.
He's in for 7.5 of the doggy.
I'll take him.
Team shooting the lights out. I mean, they are shooting the lights out.
Oh,
I had Iowa State today. They were up 10. I'm like, all right, this looks pretty good. Then they're up 6. I'm like, what the heck happened here? And it was like 500 points scored in regulation. I thought the game went to OT.
Yeah.
I was like, holy cow. Yeesh.
Crazy game back and forth there early because it was like down and then they were down and then Iowa State came roaring back and then BYU came roaring back. That's quite the game and BYU's on a fire. Yeah.
18 of 36 from 3. The other team 13 to 30. I mean, they hit 31 3-point, 31 to 66.
Oh yeah, they were hot.
And we think they stay hot. Take BYU plus the points. Thanks everybody for tuning in. That'll wrap up Friday's. Normally it's a 3-pick, but because we got all the early games, we threw in that bonus late one for you with BYU and the points. So. As always, make sure you subscribe, like, share, tell everybody come on in and check out Cover the Spread. See what we got going here, those 3 picks, and let's continue getting winners like we have been. We've definitely given out more winners than losers here at Cover the Spread. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Have yourself a wonderful start to the Friday. Let's get it, and let's put some cash in your pocket to kick off your Friday. Thanks everybody, and as we do here, what are we doing?
Cover the Spread.
Cover the spread. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.